Just give me a moment, please. I'm just sorting this out. A menu. Okay, so for the last 6 or 7 years now, let me just go back to the other camera a minute. I wanted to show you my YouTube channel because let me just try and do this. I'm gonna zoom in. Sorry, I'm not put it on the tripod because I'm going to be moving it around. Now, if I go to oldest, I started my YouTube channel in 14 years ago, and when I first started the channel, I initially was making videos with flight simulators, and I actually made some movies with called The Adventures of Oleg, and this was filmed. I created the movies, short movies actually, inside a flight simulator. Now then I went on to share some friends' YouTube videos, hypnosis and all this sort of stuff. A friend of mine used to do that. But anyway, moving on, I got to a little bit of a impasse, if you like. I realised that I needed to do something more productive with my time because I've got disabilities and problems, and I'm not going to go into that, but I do mention quite a bit about that in my YouTube channel, some of my videos and such like. But I've done a lot of research on things. You can go and see it all on the channel, and I even became spiritual as well. I had a lot of spiritual intuition and guidance about certain things that we need to do and certain feelings towards others, how we should be more empathic and compassionate to others. So I went through a spiritual growth, which is most of it's in this section, and plus there was the stuff that was happening in America, and then with our electronics background, I had a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, because I used to run a business in the 90s doing repairs and in electronics. So I started working on, as a hobby, this is all hobby, you see, on energy conservation using recycled lithium batteries. So I'm recycling all these batteries and using solar energy to charge them, which I've only got one solar panel actually because of financial situation and also where I am. So I built these batteries and charges and everything. Still kept looking into spiritual stuff. Eventually, I decided I needed to do something that would help other people, because we're in an energy crisis situation. Bills kept going up, income is getting lower and lower, and people struggling, food banks. So I started to design circuits. I've been designing electronic circuits for many years, but I didn't really put it on the YouTube channel at that point, but until recently. So obviously working on water filtration using clean drinking water, because that helped me with my medical problems, because I was having kidney problems and things. Anyway, we moved on, and I started to work on silicon molds because I couldn't afford a 3D printer at the time. So what I would do is I'd design things, then I send my designs to a friend. Well, not actually a friend, somebody on eBay who would 3D print me models. And I would receive the models, then I'd make copies of these designs using silicon molds. Actually, just a moment, let me just grab one. I'll show you one here somewhere. So here's a silicon mold which I used to make my initial designs. Sorry, I'm still zoomed in, aren't I? I'll go back to that. Now, this is a bit of a quick history on my channel. So, I was making some good progress on different designs and everything, and somebody obviously recognised the potential in me. And I started to, I was following a channel called rwgresearch.org on YouTube, sorry, on the internet, and found his channel and started to collaborate and talk to friends in there. And one of the gentlemen in the channel, in the group, said, "Have you got a 3D printer?" I said, "No." And he said, and he was a churchgoer, he's a very nice guy, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to do something for you. I'm going to send you my old 3D printer." I was absolutely blown away by that, because that is when everything kind of exploded. Everything just took off at that point, because instead of having to go through the very tedious and expensive, actually, because it's not cheap to buy silicon to make molds, and it's also a very roundabout way of doing things, because it means I had to get people to design me, get the 3D models printed by somebody else. I had to pay them, then I had to buy the silicon, then I had to make the molds, then I had to make the copies of which I was using in my designs. So let's just get forward. These are all silicon molded items that I was making. I'm not gonna, there's too many videos. I've got hundreds of movies, hundreds of videos, so I can't obviously show you them all. You'll have to go and check them out yourself. This is the actual mold I've just shown you here, with the resin. Sorry about the camera. Maybe I should put this in my. I'm 62 at the moment. I'm just on my birthday, and I can't seem to keep my hands still. So a friend sent me their 3D printer. Let me just try and skip forward to that. Anyway, ever since then I've been making loads of designs in the research to find solutions to high efficiency electro conversion to generate power. Now, we're looking at videos from 3 years ago. So things took off around about, I think it was 4 years ago now. Let's see where we are. Yes, it's about there. So this is where I started to 3D print things myself. I was able to design everything. The 3D printer should be in here somewhere. I might have gone past it. Anyway, so I've been working on this stuff as a hobby, but everything I do, if I get successes or failures, it's all shared on YouTube. But I am getting to a point now where, because of the increase in energy costs, it costs money to run a 3D printer, it costs money to buy the filament. My 3D printer's down there. I've just actually 3D printed some feet that go on a cabinet, domed feet, so they don't damage the floor, which are designed. So at the moment, I'm in this situation where I want to help people, but I need help. I mean, there are people out there who can't do what I do, but they can help in other ways. So it's a situation where, I hate using that term, but it's a case of you scratch my back, I can scratch yours. But that's basically where I'm at. But I can't do it on my own. I need somebody to help me, because I'm tired. I'm not going to be around that much longer. The way things are going in this country, and my health isn't that good, and I've been having visual migraines, blackouts. I've had these strange dizzy spells. I don't have much in my life. I don't go out. I haven't been out for many years, actually. As in, when I talk about going out, I mean going out with friends or partying and all that. I don't do that. I mean, I lost my sister in 1985, she committed suicide because her husband left her. And I lost my brother, who was 4 years younger than me, or 2 years younger than me. My sister was 4 years younger than me. My brother died in 2005 of a seizure. He had an epileptic seizure. And it's all in the videos. I talk about it occasionally. I just get emotional because that's the way I am right now. I just get emotional. And because I miss my family, you see. But I've got 2 daughters currently. They're in Leeds and different the other one's up in what do you call it, Washington area, up near Newcastle area, that way. So I haven't got any family left. My mum passed away recently in 2007. No, sorry, 2017. So all I've got really is this research now to keep me going, and that's all I have. So, and everything is on YouTube that I do. Everything that's relevant that will help others, and so I do electronics all the time. Well, when I can, because obviously I get sick, and sometimes I've just got no energy. Sometimes I just have to rest for a few days, and then I'll get back to it again. But my brain never stops working, constantly all the time, looking at new ideas that I've come up with. And interestingly, I occasionally get visions. Well, not visions as such. I get these dreams where I see things flash before me, sort of thing. And I think, oh, that's interesting, sort of thing. And I try to use some of that to inspire my designs. But not all of it comes from that. I mean, a lot of it's just hard work. Thinking about it, it's just, I don't know how to express it. It's just tiring. It's a lot of work. Sometimes I'll go to bed at 11 o'clock at night, and I'll still be awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, having spent all those hours thinking about my design. And it's stressful. It's tiring. I mean, and I don't get any rewards. I don't get anything from it, really, to keep me going. I mean, it's just hard. I don't know how to put it any other way, really. It's just very hard. And I've got to the point where I feel like giving up, to be honest with you. I think to myself, what's the point? What's the use? I just think, why am I doing this? Why am I bothering? I get a lot of views now. My view counts are going up on recent videos because I'm doing the magnet motors, and there seems to be a huge interest in magnet motors. But there's a lot of speculation about, do they work? Do they not work? Are they fake? And all this. But I'm trying to find those answers. I'm trying to answer those questions. I'm trying to find the solution to free energy, because let's face it, we run everything on free and on electricity now. It's phones run on it, cookers, microwaves, everything just about. I mean, gas prices have gone through the roof. I'm worried that I can't pay my bills this winter, so I've had to turn my central heating off. My central heating is turned off. Hang on a minute, I'm zooming the wrong way. I can't afford to pay the bills right now, and I don't think I can go on much longer, to be honest with you. So if somebody can help me, I mean, my central heating is off. I can't even have hot water right now, and this is how desperate things I've got now. I don't know if I can keep going at this rate, because to buy filament for that printer, it's about 16 quid, £16 sterling. There's all the other materials. There's the solder, then there's the acetone, because you don't just print stuff, you've got to use acetone to smooth it out and gloss it up, and then there's magnets. I've got to buy all these magnets. I've got all these magnets stuck to my fire. I don't use the fire, actually, unless, well, I've got essentially, I've had to buy all this materials. And I want to help, but the question is, can I help anyone much longer? Because the country's gone bonkers, the world's gone bonkers. It's not just happening to us, it's happening globally. The world seems to be imploding. And somebody says I sound negative. I'm not being negative, I'm just being realistic. I mean, just look around you, look at everything. It's falling apart, the shops are closing. It's just, the world's gone mad, it really has. We need solutions, we've got to find the solutions. If we don't try as individuals, we'll never get it. And I think it was written in the Bible or somewhere that it won't be governments that solve our problems, it'll be the people. And that's right, it is us. We're alone in this. We've got to do this, because nobody else is going to help us out of this mess that we're in. And I'm not talking about being naughty. I'm not talking about doing bad things. You know, I'm talking about just technology. We have to find the solutions ourselves to feed the planet, feed people. We have to do it, because we're balancing on this rock right now, and we're about to fall off. That's what I feel like right now. So this is all my projects, all my research and everything I've been doing in the last few years. How much memory has my computer got? Oh well, I'll just open. This is one design. It's right here in front of you. This, ooh, I'm too zoomed in, aren't I? Right, so this here I designed in SketchUp. Let's open a new tab. I'll just show you it. This was probably the biggest thing I built up to now, until I made this solid state generator as well. And this has huge potential. I need to work on this a lot more, actually. I got to a point where it actually consumes less energy when I put a load on it. When I consume power, take power from it, it actually reduces on the input current. But it's not over Unity. Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute that, because. So this is the design I did. When was that? June 2020. So this is last year. Oops, sorry, I'm not zoomed in now. This is the model I was modelling up. This is when I was. These are the drive coils. These are the pulse coils that I designed, and it uses a timed. You know, like on a car, you've got a set of points that tell the engine when to fire. Well, when to trigger the engine or the spark plug. These coils are what drives the rotor, and I use some timing coils which sit in these little slots on the end on here. And hang on, let me just skip forward a bit. Skip forward there. So there's timing coils, and I actually mounted them on the side as well. So let me just go forward a bit more. So here, right here, is these brown ones are timing coils which trigger the coils that drive it at the bottom, and these other green coils are the output coils. Sorry, I can't keep my hands still. So this is another design I did, and this is my model. You'll notice that the bay in the base for the actual drive coils is quite small compared to the actual one over here, because I made it a lot bigger. I increased the size of this drive bay section, and it's got cooling fan in it now, but this is the earlier version I did. So I actually filmed the earlier version. So anyway, I think I've been talking for nearly 20 minutes now. I wanted to give you a bit of an idea of what I'm about. For anybody else that doesn't understand what my channel's about, what I'm about, this video is, this live stream is actually live, yeah. So it's not edited. It's just me, the ordinary me, unedited, uncut, talking about things, and I just hope that we can all pulse through this nightmare that we seem to be facing right now. Well, we've got to be realistic. We got to fix the problems ourselves. I mean, we need to stop waiting for, I don't know, a miracle. What else is gonna bail us out of this mess that we're in? I don't know. See, I'm just trying to do my bit. That's all I'm doing, and I just don't know what to do, what else I can do, really. So I'll close that out. All I'm doing is what I'm good at, and that's coming up with new ideas, designing stuff myself. All my designs on here are my own conception. I came up with them. I came up with them myself, and nothing I do to me is a waste, because it teaches. Sorry about the camera moving about. It teaches people ideas. It also inspires other people, I hope. And maybe when I'm gone from this earth, maybe my videos will still be around to help somebody else. I don't know. Will it matter? Will any of us be left if this flipping planet doesn't sort itself out soon? I don't know. It's just worrying. It's stressful. So that's the solid state one, just there. The mouse is moving. That's the solid state one which I was working on, which is this one here. I'm still zoomed in, sorry. So I think that's all I can really say at the moment. And thank you very much for watching.